Recording in progress.
Welcome to today's class. I warmly welcome to my Zoom audience, Facebook audience, and also people who are listening live podcast on Apple Podcast and other audio podcasts. Nowadays we are learning and we are reading spiritual principles, and that spiritual principles is the midway journey of our study on consciousness, which we started a couple of months ago. And lot of content we learning on development psychology. It is directly linked with personal development, then philosophy, and then science also. And mainly the core subject of my podcast is spirituality and enlightenment. And also some chunks of sociology indirectly linked with the business life. And overall, the main goal of my podcast is to bring the true happiness in people's life, in my life, through dedication, sincerity, and blissful nature of human being, which we have. We need to practice it a lot. So these are we call spiritual facts and truth, and we are spiritual principle number 10 and 11. We will read it today. We will try to understand what does it mean. And if you have missed the previous episodes on consciousness, levels of consciousness, and especially the spiritual principle number 1, 2 to onward, 9, spiritual principle number 9, then we ask you to go to my YouTube channel, or you can watch there, and you can also search on Apple Podcast as well. So these are the some things which I will be presenting for you from last couple of years, and we do every Sunday. That's why we call it online lifelong study circle. So and my name is Maratib Ali Shad, and I'm your host, facilitator, and I will be your teacher as well for online stuff which I'm presenting for you. I have prepared for you. So let's go for spiritual principle number 10. Is about let go of resistance. So I would ask Javeria if she can read it for us, please.
Spiritual principle number 10. Let go of resistance. Let go of resistance and find the joy in abundance. Willingness is the keystone. All spiritual progress as a success in.
Thank you very much, Javeria. So basically this principle, first part, is telling us, is guiding us in our life. Whatever we are doing, even we are in conflict or even without conflict, if we are facing any challenges in our life, we must not resist in the outcome of the processes which are going on in our life. Any problem which we are facing, we need to face it boldly, politely, and let it go. If we believe that we will let go the current phenomena which is going on without any resistance, then the miracles can happen in your life. And uh, without resistance, if we will living the life, uh, it will be perfectly 100% give you happiness. But the problem is why we cry, why we have problem, why we are in anxiety, why we are in depression, why we are in addictive behaviors and attitudes and raw thoughts, because we have collected lot of barriers in our mind. We do resist, okay? We do resist from our side, and we resist in other phenomena as well, other things which is going in our world. So because of that resistance, um we are in trouble, we are sad, okay? And that's why we are very disconnected from our creator. That's why we are lot of disappointments in our life, okay? Because this world which we learn and which we are experienced now, right from my parents, my teachers, my experience of my at workplaces, and even within my own family, with my husband, with my wife, with my children, there are so many relationship with human beings and also with other living objects, and all these make my world, and that make that whole world, we are connected through very resistance. There are barriers which we put and other people they put in our ways as well. So it works on both ways. But first it starts from your side, because until your mind, your thoughts, your emotions are not free from resistance, you will not get the resistance free roots in your life. And that's why many people, difficult people we come across, they put lot of difficulties in our life. They try to trap us because of our wrong paradigms, our misunderstanding, and our nature of resist the other people. So if you see the image in your screen, there is there are a couple of people. They are running. They are going in their life, but they have a giant resistance in their mind in form of big Titanic ship and other obstacles. They are running in their mind, or they are in operation on a subconscious mind. And that's why that runner which you see in a picture will not be a good runner, because during that running, during that life activity, that person has too many big burden on his or her mind, and that resistance he or she is not letting go, and that's why he or she will lose the race, lose the quality of happiness in the life, you know. And if you see that unpleasantness is due to resistance. And when resistance is let go, when we think that we have a willingness to let go the resistance, then this unpleasantness is replaced by feelings of strength, feelings of confidence and joy. Uh, then we will living a life full of joyness. We will be dancing, we will be singing, we will be in a very happy core attitude. Okay, so all these unhappiness is because of resistance which we are doing. We have to come out from this resistance. Um, and that resistance is between husband and wife, between children and parents, between boss uh, and the employee in a company, between one nation to another nation, between one community group to another community group. So that's why we are missing joyness in our life. And that is a biggest take home we can take it. So this resistance starts in our subconscious mind, that brings in our conscious mind, and that conscious mind will not able to think uh, what it should be thinking able, and that thinkingness uh, is full of heads, lot of loads on the head, and we have limitations of quality thinking, and that's why we will make very poor decisions in our life. We will be more emotionally in traumas, in tragedies, and we will not achieve or see the desirable results because of that resistance. So, if we want to be happy, then we need to remove the blocks of in our life. If you see the image in our shared screen on your, I'm sure you are watching this image, and that person is walking through the street. um, that street means that person is experiencing a life. But if you see that life is full of blocks, left, right, that everywhere is look like a mess of different things. These blocks are the resistance of your life, and you have put these blocks in your life. These self-limiting beliefs are the problem. That could be blocks with the name of religion, with the name of your gender, with the name of language, with the name of poverty. Um, it could relate with many things. So, in any endeavors in your journey, a point of resistance become a block. That point of resistance is with everyone in many ways. So when this is overcome, when you remove these blocks, the endeavor becomes effortless. Then you start to dance, then you start to sing, then you start to run with victory. Then you make decision to make sure it is done, and it is done. And then you achieve 100% results in the life. Um, and Now let's go further in the last part of this principle, and we will see what is meant by. So, if Javeria, if you can um, hear me, can you read it for me, please?
Yes. Athletes, athletes often go through this discovery as to the levers. Um, there is suddenly the release of limitless energy and emergence, emergence into the almost awakened state in which all is happening of earth. Earth. There is peace, uh, uh, serenity, and stillness. Uh, the uh, exhausted ba- ballerina, ballerian,
Ballerina.
Rihanna, or laborer ballerina. Ballerina or labor is the key to the discovery than they think. The awareness of the presence of God is uh, pres- uh, preceded by surrender. It often in the bit of this behavior that let go. So that all crisis can be turned into the opportunity for spiritual discovery.
Thank you, Javeri. It's a great reading. So there are big take homes from this spiritual journey, from spiritual content which we just learned and read on the screen. And it is in connection what we just read a couple of minutes ago about letting go the resistance. So if you think about a dancer who is dancing in a club or in her life, that ballerina dancing is too much exhausted sometime, but that dancer does not leave the dance. She's still dancing because she has removed all resistance, and that's why she is dancing effortlessly. Okay, and that effortlessly dancing is because of uh, that removing the blocks from her mind, and that's why and it happens with many athletes. um, Athletes is just an example. It could be with husband, wife, son, daughter, parents, a company manager, I am employee, um, a prime minister, a parliamentarian, so a politician, accountant, solicitor. It could be anyone. So when they go through the discovery of benefit of letting go the resistance in their life, then they got enormous energy in their life, and that enormous energy make them enlightened, and that give them serenity, that give them blissful feeling, blissful nature. They start to unleash, um, and eventually they discover God as well. So many people, if they are labor, they are masons, uh, and some mothers, some dads, some children who are living very miserable and life full of suffering, they usually discover the God, because even though there are so many resistance in their life from external world, that resistance they let go and they do what they want to do. Okay, and that creates the space within your inner self, and you experience stillness. And this awareness basically is the awakening within yourself, and you experience the presence of God or Allah within this. This presence of Allah within you will help you to surrender in the difficult situation, and you become a down to earth person. You fuel yourself with huge power of humility. Okay, because you have now started a spiritual discovery. You have started to discover the path in spirituality, in connection with your God or Allah. Uh, that because you let go your ego now, because ego loves resistance. Okay, and that resistance does come in your life very, very pointedly, hourly basis, minute by minute, day by day. But once you let go this resistance, and once you start to live the life with the flow of the world, flow of the willness of the God, then you are on spiritual journey. Then every block in your life, you will be removing these blocks. Then you will be dancing, you will be singing, you will be enjoying your life, you will be connected with your God and Allah. And because you know that you are master to how to how to avoid the resistance of the biggest problem which is coming in your life, because these are all problems are just deception. Um and But always remember, you do your work what you can do, but rest of the things you leave on your God or your creator or your uh, or on your Allah. And that is the thing which is hidden in this beautiful principle message, the principle number 10, that let go of resistance in your life. um, and then you will find the peace. Then you will find uh, happiness and confidence, and you can remove all unpleasantness. You will be able to remove the blocks. Okay, when these all blocks are removed and overcome, then you will become effortless living in this world. You will be flying in this on this journey. Okay, is absolutely like a ballerina, a girl when she is dancing. She's dancing very, very fast, um, and effortlessly she is dancing. And how this is possible? When she is removing all resistance from the mind, from her from life. When the athlete is playing football, when an athlete is running, when that athlete is playing cricket, when that athlete is playing basketball, when that athlete is doing a lot of other things in the life. So that all life will give the message of letting go the resistance. All great people, they believe on this. That's why they are very successful. And yeah, so that's it. That is our spiritual principle number 10. We just learned it. Now, if you have any question, you can tell me. You can type the message. I will try to answer you if you're listening the podcast. Then there will be a good um, there will be a good nature of willingness in your life, which will help you to remove the blocks of resistance in your life. Okay, just like a ballerina, just like a laborer, they apparently look like they are doing lot of hard work, but actually they are enjoying. Okay, because they are doing these things. They are doing these things because of resistance which they have in their physical world and their mental world. And that's it. So if you have what do you think about letting go of resistance? I know that it is the opposite what we are taught in by our parents, by our teacher. It is the opposite what we learn from movies, from dramas. It is exactly the opposite what we are trying to be taught by our media, by a news channel. Uh, because our world is designed actually by our ego, and our ego loves resistance. Our ego love opposition. Ego love enemies. So this resistance represent any kind of opposition in physicality or in emotional level or in a spiritual level. We have to let it go, and that is the most important uh, principle which we can learn in our life. So that's if you want to live full of physical life, full of energy, mental quality thoughts which we want to think of. We want to live by this quality thought. We want to live a life uh, miserable, not in a miserable or suffering free. Uh, then we have to quit and live without this resistance. I hope you got this your message of this principle. If you have any question or thought, tell me, share with me before I end up our today's class, today's podcast. Okay, so yeah, that's all. So I will see you next week, next Sunday, same time, uh, with the with a new principle, with more chunks of truth. We will be uh, learning more. Um, Actually, the next principle is about truth. What is truth, and how we need to see the truth. Also, the attachment and the detachment, we will be learning much more. So, thank you so much for giving the time, and I will see you next time in the next class, in the next podcast. Bye bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.